Okay guys, welcome back to part 3. So I haven't done anything to the bolt carrier group yet. I just put it back in the upper receiver. And I want to see how this thing cycles by hand. Now that will tell me a lot about exactly what's going on. And hopefully you can find out or figure out what to look for if you're having issues. This magazine here, I have not touched it. It's just one that I purchased. As you can see, I haven't done a dang thing to it. It's for testing. It's my testing mag. It's a Duramag. I think it's a 10 rounder. Anyway, I've stated in previous videos, I've never modified a magazine. That if you modify a magazine, you're just putting a band-aid on the actual problem. I know there's a lot of people out there on YouTube that has got, there's cutting these back, removing material here, putting some sort of a spacer in the corner of the magazine. Yeah, well, I'm going to tell you that that's not the root cause of the problem. So to explain this in the best way I can, when your bolt carrier group is inefficient, as in gas is leaking out, when the bolt comes back, it doesn't have enough oomph because it's leaking gas. So therefore, it's not pushing all that gas to bring the bolt carrier back at a speed or a velocity that it needs to. It will push it back, yes. And if the gas leak is bad enough, it won't push the next round all the way in. So a lot of people think that's my issue. Well, sometimes, but I'm going to show you guys a way how to determine if it's a gas issue or if it's a ramp issue or a rough chamber issue or anything, or maybe a mixture of them both or all three, whatever it may be. So like I said, never done anything with the mags, but if that gas doesn't have enough to get here to push this back, what is happening is when that bolt is slow, and yeah, your eyes can't tell the difference between a bolt that cycles fast and a bolt that's cycling slow. It's still fast, but is it fast enough? So when it pushes it slow, it catches. You can see that. It just caught on there. I couldn't push it forward anymore. But if it pushes it faster, oh, look at there. Slow. And the last one usually feeds. But anyway, that is what I have learned, that is all in the speed of your bolt carrier group. And if you're leaking gas, that's going to slow things down and it's not going to feed properly. So that's where these guys are modifying their mags, pulling some of this material out of the front. Yeah, that is helping, but it's not the root cause. All right, so I'm going to stick this in here. And we're going to see how well this thing cycles by hand. See if it jams or not. If it does jam, that tells me that those little indentations on the receiver itself and the barrel, that transition there, it's too tall on the barrel extension. Therefore, we need to remove some material there and probably polish a few things. But anyway, let's give this a shot. Let's see how well it works. Now, I try to tell people, once you rack one in, use your bolt release. Don't try to do it by hand because of the human error of things. So I'm just going to let go as fast as I can. Not too shabby. And these are the 145 grainers that we usually have troubles with. Okay. I'll pull it out. There we go. Now it's locked open. We're going to try it with the release, which takes all the human element out of things. There we go. Now, like I've said previously, if that transition between the two ramps, if there's a high spot there, this does not happen. It will not go into battery. It messes up on you. All right, try the last one here. Really nice. In a future video, if I can get an upper to come in from a customer that has a bad transition between the receiver and the barrel extension, I'll do a video on it. But anyway, so stick around for, I believe, part 3 or 4. What we're going to do is, I think we're going to try to fire this thing and see what happens, see how well it cycles, see if it jams.